Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the ESR, Tugas, and I fucked it all up. I'm a bad person. The Petrolhead guys. Petrolhead, I'm sorry, I screwed up. Although I am very attractive. And with me, as always, is the inventor of a new vegan grass fuel source, Grassoline. Here for this Porsche 911 Endurance Suzuki Nürburgring in the GTE format. Michael Mays.
Thank you. You got all that actually mostly correct.
I fucked up some of it on purpose. I was gonna call
mostly you got the Petrolhead thing.
Yeah, that threw me off. Fucked up the whole thing. I was gonna call it the Hondurance race at the Suzuki Ring. Like, do both of those wrong, yet both have brand names.
Oh, somebody does have the gray car I was talking about. There you go.
The Gray Goats.
I'm not entirely let down. Anyways, everybody, welcome to the ESR finale of this Porsche series with Petrolhead and Tugas, and I think that was the only other two communities involved, although there are people representing other communities, of course, such as Bertrand Barrier of the French Race Room Group. Qualifying will not happen. As you can see, we went from practice to warm-up. The reason for that is pretty simple, actually. This is a 90-minute race, and you had to pre-qualify for it. So I will run down the grid, though you cannot see it right now.
Do you think that's what sound Bertrand's horn makes?
Begin.
Carry on.
Okay. So this assumes that all of these people are in attendance, and it assumes that people who are not on this list are not in attendance. We'll find out later. But Mike Stoppel, not a surprise. Tobias Thierolf, Sebastian Gunther, Magic Kaszczuk, Martin Emmons. It's your top five. Not really any surprises in there. Then you've got Bertrand Barrier, the aforementioned Bertrand Barrier, starting from 6th place. Row 4 will be Andrew D. and Steve Davidson, all Canadian. Raul Valoria and Hendrik Andreas have rounded off the top 10. Okay, Hendrik is a let-up place. I expect to see Hendrik up at the top 5. But him starting from 10th is interesting. Vic Vega, Ricardo Costa, although you said Ricardo not coming?
Yeah, we also have Mr. Ed here in the chat who says Ricardo, the man, the myth, the legend, fight boy will not be here, as well as Kenneth Scudderstein.
Okay. So I will skip them on the grid for our purposes.
This will not be a fight night.
That will promote Yuri Kratashvili into 12th place. And then on row 7, Andy Darnell and your boy, Mauricio Delgado. Then Fotis Zoglu and Rick Martel bringing up the back. So that is the leader. That is your leaderboard for this this 90-minute race with one mandatory pit stop. So Byron, who are you excited for? Who you looking forward to seeing here?
Actually, this has been kind of a fun series of races to see. You know, when Stoffmill's around to push Tobias and vice versa. So that's going to be interesting. And Mauricio Delgado's going to win anyway. So I don't know why anybody has shown up.
Would you believe me if I told you that Hendrik and or that Tobias Thierolf and Mike Stoffmill are not winning this championship?
No, because they keep not showing up.
Henrik Andreasen is your championship leader. He has won 4 out of our 7 races. Tobias Thierolf has taken 1 win. He is in 2nd place, 3.5 points behind. Then it is Sebastian Gunther, Mike Stoffmill, Magic Kaszczuk, Martin Edmonds, Andrew D., Antonio Costa, Steve Davidson, and Adam Komorowski. That's your top 10. I need to remember what a win here would be.
That would be if you get a victory.
Well, no.
Also, I feel bad.
Points wise.
I feel bad for not putting Andreas in there. I'm just used to, like, if you see Tobias or you see Stockmill on the track, it's just guaranteed one of those two's going to win. But that is not the case. I am a
Hendrik seems always very strong in the Porsches. So, championship standings wise, realistically, the battle for the championship is between Hendrik Andreasen and Tobias Thierolf. Now, there are other people who are mathematically alive, Mike Stoffmill, because he's already got a drop score in the standing conversation. is potentially going to win the championship. What he would have to do is basically win the race and have Henrik and Tobias have a just not a very good day. Like that's what it would call. That's what it would come down to. Sebastian Gunther is mathematically alive, but it's not great. Also, Magic Kazchuk, Martin Edmonds, and Andrew D are all mathematically alive. Oh, and Antonio Costa. So we have an 8-way fight, but like realistically, I think it is going to be either Henrik Andreasen or Tobias Thierolf takes it. The reason being basically is that Stoffmill missed our round at LausitzRing and Salzburgring. Otherwise, he would definitely be a force to be considered here. But having missed 2 races, that means that one of those zeros is going to count. And Henrik and Tobias do not have that.
See, if I was a really coordinated individual, I would have posted the D-Louse and Comatorium album on my musical Discord, and just to what's going on there, just to bug Stockman.
Indeed.
But hindsight being 30/50, did not do that.
This is one of the few tracks where I know the name of every corner, so let me see if I can find somebody who is just starting a lap, and we can do a tour of the track. I should have thought about this earlier, and it doesn't look like we're going to have that option. But
looks like Josiah Jerome will also not be in attendance, but he is in attendance because he's in chat. He missed by a couple of minutes, got home late.
Fluffy! How dare you?
I say Fluffington?
You have let down your namesake, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
What about...
And his triumphant victory over who did he beat the other day at the last UFC card? Robokopolov, the Russian Chase Hooper.
Oh my god.
Chason Hooperov.
Chasington Hooperstein the 14th. You know what?
We are beginning a lovely look at the hairpit and the start finish line. There we go. All right. We've also got a couple of people who did not pre-qualify. Adam Stewart, Adam Komorowski, Antonio Costa. Oh, Costa did. Why is he so far down? And Paul Yper. As we are off to start heading down to the first corner, Mike Stoffmill lead the way in the black and the red. Sebastian Gunther up in his second place. We've got Krachashville off the track. There he is facing backwards.
Mike, who's that in the blue car?
You'll have to be more specific.
There's one over there next to the blue car.
You guys suck, by the way. There is actually decent... Oh! Off the track. Raul Valoria hip checks off one of his twin cars, and I'm not sure who that was, because Krachashville is the only one shown up as off track, and, well, he was already off track. That was not him. He's a white car. You guys suck, by the way, for picking, like, so many repeat liveries when there is actually a decent supply of them. The commentary booth is not pleased. John Barker. John Barker in chat.
Indeed, noticed.
Stoffmill still leading the way from Sebastian Gunther. Tobias Thierol. Where is Andreasen? He's up to 7th place, having started in 10th.
Suddenly a wild RC appears in chat.
Yes, the RC. She's here the whole time, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. ARC, there's a load of Pixie and British comics up on YouTube today. I don't know if someone's posted a lot of people to that.
Raul Valoria in 9th place. It's Vic Vega and Mauricio. Hey, Mauricio's off to a good start. Crawling around the top 10. Mike Stoffmill still leading the way, although by just over a second over the 3rd place car. So, you know, it's tight. Gunther's keeping him honest. And Thierolf as well. I just realized the auto director was not on. There you go. That is fixed. We pick up Bertrand Barrier. I do like the car that Martin Evans has got there, the yellow and blue. that stands out at least.
I was going to ask, so we're officially... Oh, God, I might be dying.
He's dying. He's dying.
God, I'm naturally aspirated.
Dial 91 and wait.
We're officially cheering for Martin and Martin only today because he's got the only
I don't think he's got the only one. I think I saw. I think I see someone else with it.
There's a couple of red cars.
Like there's one a little couple of cars back of him with the same livery. I don't think anybody has a unique livery, unfortunately. On board with Henrik Andreasen, the championship leader and hopeful. But right now, it's not looking great for him. As he runs in 7th place behind Bertrand Barrier, who's trying to build a barrier to entry.
Komorowski.
And Komorowski off. Yuri Krachachville, by the way, has parked it. And he is out of the race. Paul Yper.
I interrogated Adam Komorowski a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Do you share your findings?
Well, the findings were negative, but just to spoil the whole story. But there's an artist I follow on Next Station because he posts good stuff. And his last name is also Komorowski.
Okay.
But no relations, no relations in that area. Considering I will not talk to anybody below that chat.
Fair. This is more than acceptable. Komorowski, by the way, off the track again.
God dang.
Andreasen looking to make up some ground in the WeatherTech Porsche. Again, championship leader, but by only 3.5 points. Now there is some drop scores to consider here because both him and him and Thierolf are dropping results. So their goal here today is to make sure that this result counts and that it is a good one.
I think they should be racing ambulances.
So Andreasen sadly would be dropping a podium finish if he finishes on the podium today, because his lowest finish in any race is 3rd. That being at the Brands Hatch race as well as the Nürburgring race. Now the problem you would immediately think, hey, he's won 4 out of 7 races. He's got this. He's won nothing but sprint races. He has not won any of the longer races. And the issue with that is, if you win a 30-minute race, you get 30 points. If you win a 60-minute race, you get 60 points. If you win a 90-minute race, which we have today, you get 90 points. The problem is, despite his dominance in terms of race victories, more than 50%, it's the fact that he has dominated the sprint format, but and to be clear, has done very well in the endurance races as well, picking up a 2nd and 2/3. But that has been an area where he has been beaten, and that keeps this championship very, very much alive because he is dropping a podium. Whereas, doing a quick bit of math here, Thierolf would probably drop his Watkins Glen score, which involved a 9th place finish and a penalty. So he would be keen to make that one go away. As Andreasen goes side by side into the Casio Triangle with Bertrand Barrier, but is unable to make the overtake.
Monsieur Pure.
The overtake. Oh, actually, he got overtaken by Fotis Suzuki. Your boy.
Good old crazy.
Not your favorite Greek, but he's up there.
I mean, whoever invented calamari probably invented.
Well, I've been racing guys.
But whoever figured out you can put the calamari with the tzatziki, that is a true hero.
That is a hero. He's a man after my own heart.
There you go, John.
Oh, no! Henrik loses control through the S's. And he will drop a number of spots here. Oh, no. Raul Valori also off the track. Rejoining in a more orderly fashion than Andreasen, who is going to rejoin ahead of just one car, the aforementioned Adam Komorowski.
Did not fucking make the first one.
That's true. Well, he spun off twice. I'm not really sure I can blame him. Antonio Costa going side by side with Andy Darnell. Darnell always picking the blue liveries. I do like Costa's livery, that kind of like grayish blue. That's got potential.
Oh my God, John's had Scotch eggs, bruh. Those things look amazing. I've never had a chance to have those.
You are not immune. Don't lie to yourself. You're not immune to food time. Steve Davidson is the other yellow car, by the way.
I figured out a formula to make Jello at home with no Jello packets. Because I procured a large satchel of gelatin a long while back, and I was going to use it to figure out different ways to make gravy. And I just didn't ever get around to it. Didn't do it.
I had a rather unsatisfying $3 pizza.
I paid $4. Anyway,
they had the President's Choice ones on for $6.
So I took some water and some store-bought bottled lemon juice and some sugar and some gelatin and did some fucking chemistry and made some rather dense and chewy, quote, jello. But it tasted okay. I'll dial back that gelatin on the next one. If anybody wants to know the formula, and you have gelatin powder around, or you don't know the formula, it's either your choice of 1 tablespoon of gelatin powder per cup of liquid, or 1 tablespoon for 2 cups of liquid. That's like depending on how dense you want that stuff. You want like Jello out of the box Jello, like 1.
The more I'm running the math here, the more I'm thinking Mike Stockmill's chances of winning this championship actually way better than I'm thinking. But I originally sold them as because
you don't have faith.
Well, his advantage is the fact that he has 207 points on the board. Those are locked because he's already used up his drop score, meaning everything he scores today counts to the championship, and that's not the case that Andreas and Thirolf have facing him. And the thing is that he won the 90-minute race at Nürburgring. That was 90 points. So he got the big one already, and he'd get the big one again today. That would be huge. And he is leading by 3.2 seconds over Sebastian Gunther at this point. As Raul Valoria overtakes Adam Stewart. Pardon me. I was literally talking to a guy named Anthony Stewart yesterday, so that may slip up a couple times.
Stewart.
Mauricio Delgado in the top 10, everybody. Yay. Thierolf does take second place away from Sebastian Gunther, who has a pretty nice livery, actually. I like it. I dig it. There it is for you. It's a little more muted in color than I would normally like, but it does stand out. It's got some Asian writing on it, so I assume it's from one of the Porsche Asia series.
Somebody come up with a mod where instead of gloves on the catching steering wheel, you've got one hand up in the air flipping the guy off ahead of you.
the Heinz Harold Frentzen maneuver.
Thus compromising your own forward vision and also very funny on the
Heinz Harold Frentzen maneuver from it's like 94 or 95, the Australian Grand Prix. Got really frustrated with a guy ignoring blue flags, and when he overtook him, he gave him the finger. It's like, you right there, I see you.
Fire up the Xbox and break out the Twisted Metal Dude. Or PlayStation.
I believe you are correct that it is the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Adam Stewart trying to get back past Raul Valoria, but for now, 13th place belongs to the Spaniard. On board with Adam Stewart.
Tiger, was it true that you are the creator of the world's first meat-based breakfast cereal, Honey Bunches and Sticks?
Yes.
I keep peeking back into my ideas folder.
I needed more protein in my diet.
You want to put on size? Get you a 2-liter jug of Honey Bunches of Sticks.
Whoa. Putting on size is not the issue. It's taking it off. That's the problem. And you have a really crappy metabolism.
Well, might I recommend 72-hour energy drink.
Hendrik Andreasen making the overtake on Paul Yapure. Not really Yapure's fight, so pretty wise of him to just kind of let Andreasen through and maybe try to follow him for a bit and learn a thing or two.
Racer of the day so far, Mauricio Delgado, just for being.
I mean, there's a solid argument that he is just the racer of the day, period. He's made up 5 spots, started this race in 14th. He's up to 9th. He is your hard charger of the day. No, Antonio Costa is up 7 spots from 19th to 12th. But yeah, solid push from Delgado. He's up in 9th place, battling hard with Steve Davidson and Andy Darnell and this man Antonio Costa.
Request a mod to have a charcuterie tray inserted into Mauricio's cockpit.
I feel like we need a custom livery in ACC of just a charcuterie tray.
Scott did that. I don't remember what race it was, but he did do that. I think it was for the big New Year's Eve.
That would have been for AC, I think.
It was the thing.
Sebring.
Our professional baby.
Yeah, Sebring. RaceDay.watch. Which reminds me, scan that PR code. Yeah, it's PR code, right? QR code.
God,
you scanned it. I just never have to deal with them. That QR code there, you will go to the ESR store where you can buy our merchandise, including the new hoodie. Which I like. Oh, Lotus Suzuka gets spun around.
Put them in the wall. Merchandise is coming. I've seen prototypes.
Excellent. So work in progress. That's Rick Martel making his way around Photo Suzuka, who got punted, it looks like, at the Casio Triangle.
Also, Steve Dave, well chosen.
Not a blue car, not a white car. Yep, you stand out.
You drive him, Steve Dave.
You do match with Martin's car, though, which I don't know. That's always a bad idea, I think, picking Martin's livery.
It's like somebody, you saw the Gulf Oil car and went, I'm not that cool, but I'm kind of cool.
Yeah, no Gulf Oil options, it looks like. They sent Martin sent me the picture of the of everyone's livery choices, and I'm like, Rick Martel's here, no Gulf Oil was chosen. I assumed that there was not one. Because everybody knows that we subscribe to Byron Orca logic here, and the Gulf Oil does go faster.
Martel put up a picture of his house a while back. He repainted it. That may or may not be true, and I'll let you decide it on.
Stop mill up. About 5 seconds now. Front of the back. What's his fastest lap? Oh, he just did his fastest lap of the race. 58.748. For comparison purposes, the next fastest is a 57.263. So he is about a half second faster a lap.
Stop Bill watch. He's slowly creeping away.
Antonio Costa looking down the inside. No! Ooh, nice save.
Good boy.
Nice save by Andy Darnell. Good contact there between him and Antonio Costa. Oh, RC, how goes things with your new endurance racing teammate, the one who does Muay Thai? I am intrigued. Stop mill in the lead still from Gunther and Kazchuk and Edmonds. Pardon me, Thirol, Gunther, and Kazchuk, Edmonds. I skipped Tobias there. My fault. Tobias The Thrustmaster was unable to lead us through the playoffs. Oh, Paul Yapure, that was a very bold move. Late on the brakes, on the curve. You earned that spin out, my man.
I'd like to point out that my character in Super Mega Baseball was awesome.
It was. You hit like over 400. You had like 8 RBIs, a couple home runs, some good power numbers. You were probably the MVP of the playoffs for us. It's like you were like Immaculate Vincent maybe out of the bullpen.
That is fair.
He was great. He did like 6 scoreless innings to start off his run and gave up 1 run in like 8 1/3, something like that. An ERA of like 1.16.
I missed the end of the Kasangana match. I don't know who that. I may or may not.
Probably Johnny Eblin.
Probably. I kept flipping back every now and then. He's not seemingly doing the best based on live odds.
I see.
But you never know.
Paul Yapure off the track again. Looks like he's having some. Oh, he's got no front end. That's a problem. So he's gonna be waiting for that pit window to open up and let him get into the pits. I haven't been told the pit window, but I assume that the pit window is either 45 minutes or 60 minutes. If it's 60 minutes, it will open up in about. Well, it would have actually opened up already. So it's probably 45. In which case, we are looking at, what, 22 and a half minutes? So it'll open up about 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds, Brandon. So not too long. Andrew D with a spin out.
If I was a chaos god, I would make the pit window. I would have 3 pit windows, and they'd each be a minute and a half total.
I think you just end up with a lot of DQs, though, because this lap is more than a minute and a half long.
No,
people would just get screwed over.
All right, well, it would be exactly 20 seconds longer than a decent lap would be.
Okay, that could.
And so you'd have 3 opportunities very briefly to get through that race, and I would be hated and vilified more than I am now.
You're not hated or vilified.
That's not true. No one likes my stadium trucks.
Only that one dude who really, really disliked your draft packs. It's really on that.
There was like 3 or 4 of them. They were not up. They wanted me to talk about
Henrik Andreasen going down the inside of Raul Valoria for 13th place. And he is
Spanish.
Spanish.
They wanted me to talk about
Enrique Rivas. Haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Exciting driver.
Little do you know, it's actually Ilya Korea.
He's on the list of exciting drivers who are talented, yet a little bit rambunctious. Sort of like Romy Bartz.
Something like that.
But not like Mark Klabzul, which is, when you've gone too far.
Yeah, that's when you've left the reservation.
Ooh, and Antonio Acosta off the track. He'll rejoin without too much issue in 12th place. Though he is going to have dirty tires as Henrik Andreasen gets close to him. So that could definitely play a role in that battle.
Thank you for your kind words, Juan Barton. Even though I torment you with you.
And confuse him with James Butler.
I mean,
not in a while, but it's been known to have.
Oh, mainly for comedic
purposes. Nope. Paul Yapure is the second man out of the race. We are down to 18.
A neckectomy. And John is the one who plays bagpipes for the Royal Ethiopian.
John is the masochist. Likes my singing.
Why don't you lay some hits on him?
It's a sign of mental disease right there.
give him some Nelly Furtado. Come on.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
Good. Don't. What's a queen?
Also, I think the only song I know her lyrics to are what is. It's not even her song. It's the one she did with Swollen Members.
Oh yeah.
Which I rather enjoy. Not necessarily a big fan of either artist, but the combination was surprisingly good.
Swollen Members. They are in fact good quality individuals. Mad Child, but he continually tries to get better as a human being.
Off the track goes Andy Darnell. He's going to lose a spot to Costa. Looks like, yep. Mad Child actually looks like a childhood friend of mine, which my mom actually was quite fascinated by when they started becoming big. It's like it looks exactly like Fraser.
The Chap Man.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the inventor of chapstick?
No.
Does that chap his ass?
Maybe. I think really, if we're being honest, what chaps his butt is the fact that he is shorter than both his brother and his sister.
Damn. Yeah, all right.
'Cause he is vertically challenged.
He should employ special shoes.
It's weird because his parents are tall. Like his mom is like maybe a little under 6 feet tall. And his dad is like, I don't know, 6'4".
So what you're saying is that Fraser adopted.
No, because he looks very, very much like his mom and looks very much like his brother. Like, there is a distinct family resemblance.
I'm just saying as mom used to work at FedEx back in the day, if you know what I mean.
No.
Fair enough. Just exploring possibilities.
Just saying, he didn't get the height genes.
That would suck. Based on the one who got all the height genes. That's pretty cool when you can reach it way up tall. But on the flip side, there's a lot of stuff in my bottom covers. I don't remember what's down there anymore because
It's a little bit of it's a little bit of a thing. Like I noticed the other day I've been since I moved the computer into this room, I've been moving stuff around in the apartment to reorganize it to use the space the computer used to occupy. And I'm like, I never really realized I just don't use the bottom two shelves of these shelving units. As Andreas, it takes 12th place away from Darnell, who gets a little bit squirrely. I'm paying for 6 levels of shelving and using 4.
Utilize them all. Put weird shit on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. Probably just gonna go through like random. Like it'll probably be like where I stick my boxes of like computer parts. The stuff that like kind of works, and I'm keeping it around as an emergency backup, basically.
One year for Christmas, my cousin made me like in woodshop. He made me like a little wooden cabinet. You could set it on top of a desk or something. It had a door and a drawer. And in the drawer or inside the door, you come up with a jar, a big like 2-liter jar or something like that. I think this was a kit or a gag gift or something. And he inside was like a rubber mask that looked like a face. And you fill the thing with water, it looks like you've got somebody's head in a jar. I have no idea what happened to that thing. I don't know where it is. I'd love to have it, but it was very funny, and I just put it on my desk, and people would come over like, "Oh, what's in here?"
And then they would quietly and purposely back towards the door.
Oh no, there's nothing quiet about it. They would scream.
Bertrand Barrier, no Bertrand.
No bueno.
We know Bertrand is always pushing and always on the limit. He's going to lose 6th place as a result of that. Also 8th place. Pardon me, 7th place. So Vic Vega is up 5 spots from 11th on the grid to 6th. Having a good day. Having a very good day. There he is at the front of this pack. He is the aqua green car. And or teal? Aqua or teal? Where are we going with that one? Teal? Turquoise would also work.
I don't know if I was ranting and raving and not paying attention, but you could also be in it.
I had mentioned.
There you go, ranting and raving.
Anyways, Delgado holding up a train that includes Davidson, Costa, and your championship leader, Henrik Andreasen.
Not real cheese people that Ray.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he's really, really good at Road America. Which should have been included on this calendar, I'm just saying.
Correct. And Bathurst.
Yes. If you do a 90-minute race format, Bathurst is the place.
So sooner or later, 3 or 4 people are gonna fuck up going down that hill.
Yes. I have screwed up going down that hill many a time.
You know what that downhill section reminds me of a little bit is you played the Final Fantasy VII back in the day, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you go do the snowboarding mini game in the Golden Saucer, you got like the switchback bullshit, but if you cut straight down the middle, you can skip by just hitting the jump perfectly. That's kind of what Bathurst is, although if you try to jump down the middle, boy, that's going to be bad.
Henrik on the attack. He smells blood. He's got Costa ahead of him, and Davidson, and Delgado. Looking around the outside, there was Costa. That is a interesting move through the Suzuka hairpin. Might work out. He got a great exit. Going side by side with Davidson. Through 130R.
Seems like a lot. Oh, double power slide and a bumper.
Yeah, well, that's going to end with Davidson off the track and Costa dropping a couple of spots. Probably a little too much there through Spoon.
Cha-cha-cha.
I think I mislabeled that turn, by the way. I don't think... Oh, no, I was right. It is 130R. There you go.
So that's 129 seasons.
No, 130R is the other one. This is the other one. It's not it's not listed on my current track map here. It's turn 12, which is something R because the Japanese tracks tend to just have their radiuses referenced in their turn.
Michael will now sing Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. Go.
I actually don't even think I know that song.
What? Something tells me you don't like cricket.
I don't think I've heard of him.
He loves it.
Okay.
You are the worst. I will supply you later on with Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc.
Okay.
John knows what it is. Tell him what he's missing, John. I'll let you boy. Unless you're more of a Black Midi man.
Bertrand Barrier looking to get further up the grid, having spun off the track and lost a couple spots. We are a little bit over a third of the way through the race.
The third?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up long enough to watch this.
Hey, my perfect night of picks at PFL Bellator got destroyed on the last play of the night. Boo! God damn you, Ryan Bader. You did not let the power of evil flow through you. The dark side did not guide you.
Won't.
Mike Stockmill actually losing some ground now to Tobias Thurl the last couple laps, down to about 4 seconds. It was up over 5. So that gap is closing. Now, is that a case of Mike Stockmill maybe, resting his tires a little bit? Or is it, well, actually more likely, I looked at the best lap that Theorolf has put up. He's improved noticeably. So I think that is more likely the case that he is hitting that gas pedal a little bit hard. It's like a number and then R, John. I know it. It's why I called it 130R. It's not 130R. 130R is turn 15, famous corner, but it's like 150R or something like that.
I believe it is pi r squared r.
It's not really a turn, admittedly. Like it's if next time we get on board with somebody, we go through it. I'll point it out. It's one of those full throttle curves as opposed to being like an actual turn. It's Antonio Costa battles with Raul Valoria as well as Andy Darnell.
I just thought of the most evil thing in the world. I got a couple of years ago for Christmas. I got my mother some silicone, basically like baking mats, stuff like that. And they have, one of them has a radius of like different sizes of radii, and so she can roll out pie dough to the exact correct size for her pie plates, and then just like never have to guess. And she loves it. What if I got her some square pie plates? And then because pie are square.
As for John Barker's question there, some track maps will list as turn 12, some will not, because again, depending on what kind of cars you're talking about, most of them could do it just flat out. It's a straightaway in the shape of a curve, but it does have a name. I just cannot recall it off the top of my head.
Also, while we're on the subject, anybody who wants to give us a thumbs up or subscribe would be awesome.
Subscriptions are appreciated. The more subscriptions we get, the more closer we are to being able to monetize.
Correct. See, here's the deal. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get monetized, so that I can then speed run getting the whole thing monetized. Just to, just for fun. So if you're in favor of that kind of comedy, jump on board. Also, there's a link to the store if you don't want to scan the QR code.
I do like Magic Cash Check's little livery there. That's very nice. I'll put the QR code. It's green. It's like a forest green with some like gold.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. Yeah, you can see right there. It's on screen.
I mean, I can see the steering wheel.
Yeah, but you can see the little preview of the car. There you go.
Oh, yeah, again. Derp. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That reminds me of Heineken and or Jägermeister.
Jaeger would be a little bit more orange, I think.
I think you'd be a little bit more orange.
No, I'm not orange. I'm not orange. I don't spray tan. China.
Somebody gave you some penicillin. This syphilis is horrible.
The indictments I'm getting, it's helping me with the black motor base.
God, what an idiot. What a moron. That's some stuff that I think anybody else could get away with saying as a joke. But he's really serious about it.
It's not a joke.
Like, that's some Saturday Night Live stuff. Like, that's some stuff they would do. They would get...
We have our first pit stopper of the day. It is Antonio Costa.
They would get shooter number one, Alec Baldwin, to be on Saturday Night Live and do that as a joke. And it would be funny. Golly.
Getting a lot of love for Magic Cash Check after kind of ignoring him for most of the race, so enjoy. Oh, man. Oh, we're coming up to the turn that me and John were talking about in the chat. Here we go. Here we go. This is, well, good grief. That was the turn.
Oh my God.
Henrik Andreasen looking to get up past, oh no! Henrik! The championship leader is off at the hairpin!
Oh Lord.
I'm not sure if there was contact there. He was going side by side with Bertrand Barrier. And, Mauricio Delgado.
No, Mauricio.
Looks like Mauricio might have clipped the curb a little too hard there. I'm not sure what caused Andreasen to lose control of the car. He appeared to be okay side by side with Barrier, and you can go through that section side by side. Anyways, back on board with, whoop, never mind. Pick up Steve Davidson as he is trying to get past Mauricio there, who is recovering from his spin at the hairpin. They head down to 130R side by side. Gentlemen, think of your families. There you go. Steve is going with the better part of valor. I would not recommend going side by side through 130R with somebody. That is a bad idea. There's a very high speed corner. Any kind of contact there, and you will make Byron very, very happy because you will be in the wall. Well, Valori is our second pit stopper. So that is Costa, who has taken service, and now Valoria. Pretty early. I mean, I guess we're only about 6.5 minutes shy of the halfway mark, so it's not that early, but it's a little early. My phone is going off.
It's not me. Although that would be funny next time I think about it. I believe Michael's receiving a call from the FBI for his role.
No. My dad is asking for money again.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it out loud, but that was the second guess.
As Steve Davidson goes off the track.
Michael is requested to return to Area 51. Day parole has been revoked.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not from this planet. Andy Darnell has been in the pit stop and handled his business. But then I just realized I'm just interacting with mixed martial arts fans too much, and that's why I feel like mailing. For example, people who actually are fans of Ali Abdelaziz for reasons I don't understand.
Why would you be a fan of Abdul the Disease?
Why would you be
not be?
Why would you be a fan of an agent? No other sport has this.
I'm a big fan of Don King. I like how he's sleazy.
No other sport is like, you know who my favorite man on the Green Bay Packers is? Jordan Love's agent, man. The man does a great job. I don't even know who any NFL. You could ask me what NFL agents do I even know? I remember Joe Rosenhaus because he was T.O.'s agent back in the day. And he was like an idiot. It was Mauricio
Delgado's agent is years later when somebody's like, oh yeah, you got this guy's agent. He used to be that guy's agent. Yeah. That's the only time agents are mentioned. Everybody else can. If you're not Jerry Maguire, nobody cares.
Antonio Costa down the in. Oh, never mind.
Oh boy.
I was going to say, going to overtake Andy Darnell. And then that didn't happen.
Bartolomeo Barrier. Named as Northern Italian driver.
Anyways, people are making fun of Ali Adil, of all the managers for testifying on behalf of the UFC in the antitrust lawsuit.
The guy on Dana White's payroll.
And the Ali Abdelaziz fans are like coming out of the woodwork, be like, he's great. Talking about he got Kayla Harrison out of her PFL contract and signed with the UFC, and it's gonna be great. I'm like, A, we don't know how much that money, that contract with UFC even is worth. It probably isn't worth as much as she was getting from PFL. Good stop there from Gunther. And two, you guys realize he's the one that negotiated the PFL deal, so he got out of his own deal that he negotiated to get her another deal. Like, wow, that's not a rousing endorsement. Bertrand Barrier looking to go down the pit lane, maybe? Nope. Stays out for the lap. We'll overtake Gunther while he is in the pit lane. So Gunther is the undercutter of the lead guys. He was in third place and in the pits quite early. So we'll see how that goes. Valoria, Andreasen's a new one. Didn't see him go in the pits. anyways, he goes side by side with Raul
Oh
Valoria.
my God, who's that man in that white car?
Probably overtake him in the weather tech. Nope, Valoria gets a nice switchback, but a great drive out of the hairpin for Henrik Andreasen. He will take 14th place. He is, of course, the key man because he leads this championship. Right now, it is not looking like he's going to stay that way. It would be really, really heartbreaking, I imagine, to lose the championship in the final race of the season. I don't know what that feels like. I have never been in that position.
Too much to ask. This race has got at least one big
Yes, because gravity.
Oh, man. I like that. We got some inverted symmetry going on. Very nice.
I keep forgetting to talk about tire choice, but everybody appears to be on the same tire. So I don't think there's really much to talk about there. There's soft compound.
Oh
no, there is a medium compound runner. It is Bertrand Barrier. All right, that definitely plays a role. I can't really tell the difference, unfortunately, on the spectator dashboard. It doesn't look that different, but we'll leave that up there. Bertrand Barrier running the soft, or pardon me, medium. I'm told no one will probably go with the hard. We'll find out. Well, Valoria. Martin may want to consider the hard tire. Let's be clear.
The Martin Edmonds patented octagonal paddle wheel special, so it rounds off eventually and retain a lot of traction.
Great deal of traction from the carcass of the tire. I feel like if the tires were sentient, there would be screams in the pit lane as the tires are dragged towards Martin's car. No, we're too young. We're too young. We haven't had our lives yet. Barrier looking down the inside of the hairpin, but doesn't quite commit to it. What tire is Andrew using? Andrew is on the soft, so the fact that he's taking the soft this deep is pretty impressive. Martin's also the soft, Mike Stockville in the pits, and Tobias Thirl from the lead. So who's on the medium? That would be the, I think, question of note. Barrier, Adam Komorowski, Fotis Zoglu, and that's looking like that might be it. Oh, Andy Darnell and Antonio Costa after the pit stops on the medium, as did Valoria. Delgado on the soft.
I hear the subcomponent compound of hydrogen peroxide and gator blood.
That will put pressure on Mauricio to go quite quickly right now, because right now he has a theoretical tire advantage over the cars ahead of him who are on the medium tire, and at some point that will turn against him. So he has to get clear of them pretty soon. Zoglu, by the way, going deep on that medium compound, losing spot there to Gunther. And Mauricio Delgado with a spin. I was going to suggest wondering what Gunther was running, but he pitted rather early, and if he's going with the soft to the end, I imagine he was on softs to begin with.
Sounds like a good bet.
Wouldn't particularly make sense to shortchange the medium tire like that.
I believe that if the sandbagger was here, he would be on hards. All the way up to the last minute of the race, and then pit, and then take on softs. Maybe.
Martin Edmonds out of the pit lane. So who is not pitted yet? We've got Thierolf, we got Barrier, Komorowski, Zoglu, Martel, Stewart. I assume Davidson and Stewart are in the pits now, actually. So yeah, we're down to 5 cars yet to pit. Highest ranked pitter is Mike Stockman. Thierolf is in the pit. Mike Stockmill running the softs now. And we will see where Thierolf comes out. He was behind Stockmill, but ahead of everybody else when the pit stops were not a factor. As that is Steve Davidson in the pit lane. Let's see, where's Stockmill?
It's right behind you.
He is making his way through 130R on his way to the Casio Triangle. Thierolf is still in the pit lane. And this will be the last turn of the lap. It's literally called last curve. Martin, your computer with the VNC on wants to update itself. Mike Stockmill moving into the lead, and that is Thierolf leading the pits there. So 3.5 seconds back, 3.6 seconds back with a tire advantage. They're both on the softs. His are fresher. You can see something here still. Bertrand Barrier in the pit lane. So that leaves just Komorowski, Zoglou, and Martel. Kazchuk running in 4th place. He's had a very solid day.
Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 it would be pretty solid?
Yeah, he overtook Sebastian Gunther in the pit lane. He is being held up by the long-running Adam Komorowski. So that probably bugs him a little bit. Komorowski's running lap times in the 2-minute range, which is a little bit slow. And I would expect to see Kazchuk try to make an opening pretty soon here. Because there is a lot of time left for Komorowski to run, potentially, if he is going like with a super long run here on the mediums. Plenty of time left in the pit window is what I'm getting at. If it was near the end of the pit window, you could just kind of chill and let him go in the pits. But Kazchuk's going to want to punch through here as Rick Martel rejoins the race. And we have 2 people left here. Did you see what tire Martel had picked?
I believe it was
Soft compound.
The soft compound.
He's gone with the soft compound. Kazchuk will indeed overtake Komorowski, who did not make that super hard for him. So, credit to Adam. He's nursing some older tires. And, Barrier retires. I think I know why. I have a theory here. So Barrier had gone into the pit lane and served his pit stop. Came out and apparently did not get the mandatory cleared. So he may... That is ultimately very, very frustrating when you go in the pits to clear a mandatory pit stop and it does not work. So a little bit of a mix of a rage quit plus probably wondering what technically went wrong with the pit stop.
I believe what went wrong was he did not use the seashells.
Very confusing. I can definitely see how that would be a problem. Martin! That is a very silly move.
Agreed.
And Fotis Zoglou ends up in the wall, Byron.
Nah, crazy glue. Why?
Yeah, you generally don't make an overtake through the S's like that. And if that goes to the steward, which is me, Fotis, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can see that being a penalty. On board with Raul Valoria running in 13th place behind Antonio Costa. He's running the mediums. So is Costa. I think they're the only 2. Andy Darnell also on the mediums. Zoglu ignores Zoglu. He's yet to pit. Him and Komorowski are obviously on the mediums. Yep. So, yeah. Only 3 drivers, Darnell, Costa, and Flory, have chosen the medium tires for their tire to carry to the end.
What if they're not that compatible?
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it works out because they're in 11th, 12th, and 13th. So if they can get into the top 10 off this alternate strategy, that'll be interesting. In hindsight, I think Darnell probably is in the top 10 because I think Komorowski and Zoglu actually will drop out when they pit. So Darnell and Costa probably are both in the top 10. I'll let you guys enjoy the sounds of Race Room, which are very, very good, although we're getting the patented parsec stuff.
I think it's just a couple more turns, Magic Kevin Truck will have them all caught up.
He's 22 seconds behind Thirol, so probably not. Right.
So negative.
A little bit.
He's magic, though.
Not that kind of magic. McVeigh is still having a very, very good day. He's one of my picks for driver of the day.
What about that Adam Komorowski fellow?
I kind of need to see where he ends up after the pit stop. If this Max Simmons inspired strategy works, it's going to be probably driver of the day, but we'll see. I wish the spectator gave me pit deltas so I could make an estimate of how far he'll fall back when he pits, just based on like how long a pit stop will take.
75.
But I don't know. He was like in dead last for a good chunk of this race after he got spun out on the first lap in reserves. And so to see him running up in 4th place is pretty impressive. It's good effort, but he is also the slowest man on track right now.
Could he possibly be the Cal Naughton Jr. of this race?
Possibly. Vic Vega coming up on Fotis Zoglu, who last time somebody came up on him, put him in the wall. So, Fotis, you might want to make this a little bit easy. Not 2 flags you normally associate with racing, honestly. Denmark and Greece. There's never been a Greek Formula 1 driver, for example. I can't even really think of a famous Greek driver outside of Formula 1.
But I don't think they could afford cars.
And in the case of Denmark, you've got 2 Formula 1 drivers. That is the father-son combination of Jan Magnussen and Kevin Magnussen. Also, Nicholas Chiesa. Not to my knowledge.
Well, what's the point then?
Also spelled differently. Sebastian Gunther picking up a spot over Adam Komorowski there. Ooh, maybe not. A little bit deep into the Casio triangle, but he makes the Clapzool story time, actually, involving the Casio triangle. So back in the day, I ran a community called Zero Racing, and one of the drivers was a guy named Mark Clapzool. And we were racing, I was racing side by side with him coming into this very turn here, this turn right here, for a podium at a race here in silhouette cars in Race Room. And he just cut the entire chicane, went straight through, broke his car, bouncing off the curb. Got a 90-second penalty for cutting the corner. And complained about it endlessly because he believed the penalty should be voided because he broke his car.
That is the most Mark Clapzool thing of all time.
Indeed. I got the podium, so I was happy about it.
What a loser, man.
Fotozoglu in the pit lane, so Kamarowski will be the last man to go. He's currently circulating about 2:01, so he's 5 seconds off the leader pace. We'll go 4 seconds. They can do 56s, but they're doing more like 57s. In fairness, I do owe Klabzul my only semi big time win because we reverse grid what we started on the front row, and we were getting so physical that that the cars behind us did not want to try to overtake us.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put down a smoke screen and some anti-flak, you like have tool around and no
yeah. It was I think it was Matt Wheeler was like, I have a championship to think about. I ain't going for that. As Rick Martel has a little bit of a spin. Let's see what tires Zoglu went for. He is going soft to the end, which I expected. So everybody on softs to the end except for Costa, Gloria, and Darnell. And we don't know about Kaschuk or Komorowski, pardon me, but I suspect we will see soft tires for him. Klabzul's I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think it's his real name. No, John.
Can we replace the soft compound icon with just Kobe Bryant shaking his head and going soft?
Okay. So it's actually pretty funny. So you remember that streamer I talked about who reset the NBA back to 1983 and is like running through all the seasons in NBA 2K?
Yeah.
So one, Kobe Bryant, who was pretty loyal to the Lakers in his entire career, became a complete ring chaser, just going to the team that won the ring the year before for like the latter half of his career, including being on LeBron James' team at one point, and never won a ring. He retired in the most recent episode. And he hates Kobe Bryant because he's a Clippers fan. He's like, Kobe Bryant, Jelly Bean, you bum, you retired at 39 years of age. No rings, no rings.
Just like that no beaches for Bosnia thing?
A little bit. Except he didn't do anything. It's just like, he's interfered a couple of times. I think he, when the San Antonio Spurs drafted David Robinson, and already had Patrick Ewing and Brad Doherty, he did force a trade of Ewing away from the team because like Ewing's never going to get. Patrick Ewing is going to be a bench warmer for his career. This is unacceptable. It's been a weird time. By the way, your Vancouver Grizzlies are two-time NBA champions in this timeline.
I mean,
courtesy of an inspired draft pick of Tracy McGrady.
I would like to see those championships immediately. I do not want to.
But Big Z was on the team, so Janacel Gaskus.
Did I have Detlef Shrimp?
Shrimp was a career Portland Trailblazer in this timeline.
How about... Oh, come on, Brain. Stop doing this. Names are cool. We remember names. Names are funny. No, it wasn't Marcin Gortat. Although funny.
Yes.
There's another one I can't remember.
Oh, Hendrick. Careful. Stay out of the blood of Andrew D. He's getting desperate, though. He's got 28 minutes to try and win this title as, excuse me, I have to cough.
Rose, you're naturally aspirated.
I'm back. You just did.
It's like I could still hear his voice.
You can, you dick. Just dig me out of the hole.
imaginary friend Milo.
Flip the shuffle down. Antonio Costa losing a spot there to Andy Darnell. Komorowski, by the way, did pit and has come out in 14th place on the fresh tire, the soft tire. We'll see if he can make up some ground. And Andreasen going side by side with Andrew D, and will overtake him through the Casio triangle. So Andreasen moving up in the world, but I don't. Well, it's not even that I don't think. I'm pretty sure I know it's not going to be enough to be the champion. As Antonio Costa tries to get back past Andy Darnell with a brave move around the outside of the Casio triangle. It does not work. And Darnell hangs on for now. Raul Valori is getting a front row seat to a hell of a battle.
I think I could really fuck up Martin Evans.
Costa gets around the outside. Ooh, somebody went very off. That is Raul Valoria.
You think I could fuck up everything for Martin if I start posting lots of passing out stuff in his DMs?
Probably not. I imagine he just ignores his DMs while things are going.
Wow, dude, probably.
As Andy Darnell hangs on again through the S's. Antonio, great battle going on here for 9th place. And higher up the field, this is Andrew D. I doubt really making a run on Andreasen got past Big Vega. Okay. He's up to 6th.
Disgraceful.
That's probably where he'll end, though. He's 15 seconds behind Martin Edmonds. And if I look at the race pace, there's not much between them. Andreasen is faster, but it's by a couple of tenths a lap. And 15 seconds over the course of maybe 12 laps. 13, I'll say 13, 14 laps probably. That's going to be hard. Costa trying again around the outside of Casio. My friend, I don't think this is going to work. You've tried it a couple laps in a row, and it has not worked out. Steve Davidson is in behind him. And Davidson's on the soft tires, so he may have an advantage there. Depending on the grip situation, of course. Both Costa and Darnell were very early pit stoppers. Costa was the very first one. Therefore, he has the oldest tires on track. And I'm not sure what the lifetime of the soft versus the medium really is.
I believe the soft compound will last for about 18.5 seconds.
Andrew D overtaking Vic Vega. You say this, but their F1 used to deploy what they called the super soft tires. And they lasted like 2 laps before falling apart, basically. They also had ultra soft. I can't remember if ultra soft was softer than super soft.
How many birthday parties did they get?
1. No, well, realistically speaking, none.
I'd like to invite everybody to the Super Soft birthday party.
We got Scott Nick in the chat.
Oh my god. Scott Nick, not Nick. Not watch, not wife.
That gap between Theorolf and Stopmill continues to close. It's down to 1.4 seconds as Raul Valoria overtakes Mauricio Delgado. Whether he forced him off track or not, I don't know. We didn't see.
Shout out to ScottWife.Nick.
Valoria is another one who's got a very, very, very worn set of mediums on. He was the second one in the pits. Antonio Costa looking around the outside of Andy Darnell. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. He has tried that like 4 times, that exact same move, and Andy Darnell has just been like, I will show you to the edge of the track. And they are now side by side down the start-finish straight.
Show me the shadow facts.
Darnell got the inside line and will once again hold off Costa. Oh, maybe not. Costa going down the inside to the S's, but that turns into the outside. And it is again going to be Darnell ahead. Andy Darnell is going to be seeing Antonio Costa's car in his dreams tonight. That's Vic Vega in the wall, unfortunately. Can't imagine anyone else was involved with that. He was kind of running on his own, so probably a little bit too much curb through the hairpin. Fotis Zizoglu with his fresher tires overtaking Adam Stewart. Zizoglu, of course, the second to latest pit stopper. Actually, come to think of it, Komorowski. Not running any great times. He's only in the 56, 59s. So I'm not sure if this overcut that him and Zizoglu did is really going to work out. They just don't really have the pace.
I demand...
Zizoglu might. He's down in the 57s.
I demand the leadership to be on screen. Or it appears the theoretical wolf, or Terulf,
down to 1.2.
is closing in. And the cabbage truck...
He's been chipping at him every lap for the last little bit. By the way, put up his fastest lap of the race, 56.337, which is the fastest lap of the race. He has gone faster than Stoffmill at his peak.
Everybody go to the ESR store.
Oh, Mauricio!
Do all the modeling.
That's not how that corner split be taken.
No,
Costa finally got past Darnell on the straight.
I disagree.
He has gotten 9th place. He's got those old-ass tires on, too. He was the first one to pit and ditch his starting tires. Those mediums he's got on that car are old.
Sir, we prefer the term vintage.
Doesn't vintage have to be in some kind of, like, decent shape?
Nope.
This is how Zilklu overtakes Adam Stewart there.
Scott, I've been calling him crazy for quite a while. I think you have 3 notes to try and buy a car and
How did he pass the credit check?
Yeah.
On board with Andy Darnell as his tires are letting go. Steve Davidson on the attack. He smells blood. He's got the soft tires on, but they are notably fresher than the mediums that Darnell has on the car at the moment. And in behind them is another medium runner of Raw Glory. Interesting that the 3 medium runners are all very close together. Everybody else is on the softs.
SAWFT soft.
Last lap around, Mike Stoffmill did go faster than your boy Tobias Thierl, but it was by only 200ths of a second. So he's pulling everything out right now to try to keep this win and possibly this championship up alive.
Last minute rule. With 5 minutes left to race, everybody has to get out of their car and run to the Ferris wheel and have a ride. One full revolution, then they get back in the car.
In ACCC, you can run this at night, and the Ferris wheel lights up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Valoria. Gap is down to less than a second at the front.
Will
peek in on that in a second. If it hits a half second, we're going there to have a look. So I'm keeping an eyeball on that one.
I don't believe it.
There is an eyeball. It's not my eyeball, and there it is.
Illuminati confirmed.
They're all on the attack. Oh, they're in lap traffic. Oh no! They come to this battle for 9th place. This is gonna be painful.
Bro, I don't know if your audio is translating very well, but you sound fuzzed out and crazy when you get loud on my end.
I apologize.
I'm just saying, you might be a little some settings. I don't know if you're getting close to your mic or what.
I'm pretty close to the mic, but that's what keeps the volume going good without turning the gain way up, which fuzzes out everything. Tobias Thierolf on the tail of Mike Stopmill. They have navigated their way through, I believe that is Mauricio Delgado and Raul Valoria. They have navigated through. And next up on their list will be Andy Darnell.
The heck ended the Darnell?
Or pardon me, Steve Davidson. I think Darnell just overtook Davidson. So we get the battle for 9th place and the battle for the lead on the screen at the same time. Oh no, Tobias!
Sir, this is not a drive-thru. This is in fact not a Wendy's.
Not a Wendy's.
No Frosties, no Biggie Fries.
Poor Mauricio, his attack on Raul Valoria will be interrupted here by these blue flags. As he's going to feel obliged and gentlemanly to let Thierol through. Hasn't happened yet. There you go.
As a consolation, I don't think Tomas in second place to very really easily.
Yeah, he does have 31 seconds on that cash check. Valoria going side by side with Andy Darnell and overtakes him. Andy Darnell, you do not even have to use. Oh Lord, that was massive oversteer. And Valoria will pay by losing 13th place to Delgado. Not only losing 11th to Darnell, but 12th to Delgado as well. So we're down to our last, what is it? 6th of the race. Raul Valoria spins out. Those medium tires have had enough, I think.
What? No. It's getting good.
No, that's not how that works. Stopmill in the lead by about 3.5 seconds. We'll see if Thierolf can. I don't know if he's got time. We'll see if he can get back into this. Kaschuk pretty much on his own 3rd place. Gunther fairly comfortable in 4th. Edmonds in 5th. Andreasen in 6th. D in 7th. Vega in 8th. Antonio Costa is the interesting player at the moment with Steve Davidson, Andy Darnell, and Mauricio Delgado all vying for that last spot in the top 10. Last 2 spots in the top 10, I should say. Adam Komorowski is in the 58s finally, so this is the fastest he's been.
Scott wants to use to compensate. I don't think he'd be too happy with that. He just sleeps a lot. Or is that a subtle bigot, like you want me to shut the fuck up?
I think he'd be a little bit too quiet to be told to shut up. There is Adam Komorowski, the winner of the Max Simmons Award for longest first stint.
Cha-cha-cha. Hey, Mauricio back up to 12th. Yeah, let's go.
Happened a bit ago. That was when Valoria spun out.
Go, Mauricio.
He's got the tire advantage over Andy Darnell, who seems to be falling back, so I think he'll get 11th. I think he'll get it.
This guy's going to come over my place for suspension.
Through the 130R. and then into the Casio Triangle.
I will let you at home decide what that means.
Let's take a look and see if anybody is doing a really fast bit of laps here. Not really. The fastest people on track are exactly who you think they are. Basically. At the moment. It's Adam Komorowski catching up with Raul Valoria, who is really having some trouble. And we know that the man with the freshest set of tires is Adam Komorowski. He went super deep on the mediums and put the softs on and is looking to make a late run here. Time running down. We probably got about 7 laps to go around the Suzuka Grand Prix layout. Being super generous with that 7 estimate. Delgado on the tail of Darnell. Komorowski on the tail of Costa. Or not Costa, Valoria. Pardon me. Wrong nationality. I will try to do some mathematic calculations on the fly when we hit the end of the race and see if I can determine who your champion is. It's going to be Theorol for Stop Mill. That would be a moderate miracle. So you're thinking all the penalties on this race. Komorowski looking to make that overcut pay off here towards the end against Raul Valoria. Maybe Mauricio doesn't have it in him. Every time he gets close to Darnell, he makes a little mistake and ends up falling back. He's got the pace. The raw pace is in that car right now. Running about 4/10 a lap faster.
I think it's time to fire the 4-ton torpedoes.
Fire the blue shell.
That's all that. You want future shit now. Deploy the cloaking device.
You could deploy the bullet that they got in the newer Mario Kart games.
They have a bullet now?
Yeah, you literally just turn into the bullet. You know, the bullet guys that used to get shot at Mario in the old games.
Oh God, violence! No.
You turn into the bullet and go super fast, and you can knock people off the track.
No.
It's basically like a star with like a different effect to it.
So they're lazy, is what you're saying.
Kinda. There's also a pretty cool one where you can get the one of the chomper plants and use it to like grab onto the car ahead of you and pull you towards it with its teeth.
Super drifting, shake and bake.
On board with Adam Komorowski as we head through the Casio Triangle. He continues to trail Raul Valoria by a tantalizing 0.3 of a second. This time around it's the lap time. 58.822. I don't know how much faster than that is than Valoria, as his lap was invalid. And his laps have been invalid for some time because them tires are crying uncle. I do got to talk about Martin Edmonds here, though. Martin has maintained his tire life pretty well. He's actually running very good laps right now. He was the 3rd fastest car last lap.
Pretty good for a guy who went through every gravel patch on the
The only people faster were Stoffmill and Thierolf. He's catching up to Gunther, although I'm not really sure how fast. Gunther's had a couple of invalid laps. I don't have a really good feel of his pace right now. But it is down to 2.2 seconds. Into the hairpin we go. Komorowski looking to get the inside. Nope, not quite. The hairpin's going to be a prime overtaking opportunity. Casio Triangle obviously has been very, very popular. And Spoon, which we're coming up to. Spoon. Here's Spoon curve. Two-parter. And then we head down to 130R. Does Komorowski have balls of steel? Not quite. Steve Davidson up on the tail of Antonio Costa. Costa has the oldest set of tires of anybody out here. It's kind of a remarkable a testament to his tire management that he is still running in the top 10. When guys who pitted after him, laps after him, their tires have completely fallen off. But the Portuguese driver, a championship contender in the early days of this championship, still hanging on. Well, then he had a couple of bad results. That and Henrik Thierolf and Stoffmill basically locked everything up.
And then the incident.
Wasn't really an incident, man. KW shock absorbers getting their very popular sponsorship with Race Room going on here. And Raul Valoria spins out. That'll be Komorowski through. I've seen a number of spin outs coming out of the Suzuka hairpin, which is surprising. I mean, you do see a fair bit there. Take a little bit too much curb on the exit or the entry. It'll upset the car. Spin it out. It's a bit of an off-camber turn heading uphill. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen quite this many from drivers of quite this quality. Do they? I didn't know that they owned Race Room. John Barker saying KW may in fact own the Race Room. So there you go. That would explain the heavy KW sponsorship.
Is it Komorowski Worldwide?
Might be. I actually don't know what it stands for. Davidson's still trying to hunt down Costa for 9th. Delgado's still trying to hunt down Darnell for 11th. Edmonds is getting close. He's within a second of Sebastian Gunther. Looking for what? I'm not sure if it's really a key 4th place. They may be overselling it just a little bit. Well, they're only 10th point. They're only 9.5 points apart in the championship, so actually, it's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Yeah, Martin has the advantage of having his drop score already in play, so everything he scores here today will count. Whereas Gunther will only get the points that he scores above his drop results which would be his results from Laguna Seca, where he finished 10th and 5th.
Everybody knows you get one round to drop trout. Oh no, points.
Drop points. You drop your worst results. If you didn't show up for a race, that's your worst result. Race room sales contact is the KW Automotive Department. There you go. That's true. Martin Edmonds makes it very easy overtake there. Gunther did not fight that really as hard as I think he honestly had the right to. It's a weird day for him. Looked like he was going to be battling for a podium even as high as second place, and instead he's been shuffled back to 5th. Came in today in 3rd in the championship, will pretty much assuredly lose a spot to Mike Stockmill, probably also Magic Kazchuk and Martin Edmonds.
Heck and Darnell, you abusive son of a bitch.
He's got old tires. Give him a break. Although that is not stopping Antonio Costa, who RC Note mentioned was a wizard. I assume that means of the tire variety, because he has done a phenomenal job
No, he's
as we enter what is probably the last lap. Well, that would help with the tires. He has reanimated them as calves and then broken them back down into rubber.
Would perhaps a druid might do better. Interacting with the natural world.
That's true. That's true. Necromancer still works pretty well though. If you could bring back life into rubber.
Well, I mean, they work live.
Reform it.
Unless you're gonna bring it back as dinosaurs. You have to wait a couple million years, though.
Who was it that had a magic power that made things behave as if they were not broken? It's from a book or a show I was watching. I forget what it was now.
I believe you're thinking of Gandalf the Necromancer.
No. It was something more, for lack of a better word, niche.
Oh my god, there's no time left and nobody won. End of
Checkered
race.
flag is not out yet.
End of race, it's a majority draw.
But we can see when it will be. There's Mike Stockmill when he crosses the checkered flag, the finish line. The
checkered flag back there?
Yeah. But it was in the stands.
What?
One more time through the Casio triangle for your race winner, the Kodak man himself, Mike Stockmill. He is the Adeptus Astartes Codex.
Facebook say this bad.
And he is your winner at Suzuka in the 90 minutes. Tobias Thirol will finish in second place. A little flash of the headlights.
See, I think like a really good driver can get it done in less than 90 minutes, though.
No, it's a time race. It's not distance. Magic Kazchuk running in third. Shouldn't have a problem as he finishes through 130R for the last time. You're welcome, Mr. John Barcadero.
I also am welcome to your welcome in. We aim to please, you aim to please.
Kazchuk does win the coolest livery award, so he's got that.
By virtue of being the only unique car on the track, winner, chicken dinner.
Martin Edmonds will take home fourth place. That is not Gunther behind him, so he is fairly safe. That's a lapped car of some description. And bringing home 5th place is Sebastian Gunther. A race that could have been a lot better for him, to be honest. Henrik Andreasen did make up some ground towards the end of this race. Will pick up a 6th place finish, but I do not think that is going to be enough for his championship bid. Andrew D also coming home on the lead lap. I think the last place guy on the lead lap, quite possibly, in 7th place. And, oh, no, Vic Vega on the lead lap as well. Picking up 8th place. Rounding off the top 10, we will have Antonio Costa and Steve Davidson. Davidson could not get him at the end. Andy Darnell, Mauricio Delgado, Adam Komorowski, Raul Valoria, Fotis Zoglu, Adam Stewart, and Rick Martel. Your finishers, Bertrand Barrier, Paul Yapure, and Yuri Kratashvili are out of this race. I will try and do some calculations for the championship here before we go off the air.
Calculations? I thought you had that all figured out.
Breaking out the calculator now.
Here's 1 and 37.
So with the win, Mike Stockmill has 297 points. Andreasen will drop this result, I'm pretty sure. What is 6th place worth in these 90-minuters? Uh, 67.5 points. No, that. Okay, I really don't like this point system. Are you ready for this, Byron?
No. Okay, go
on. With that result, Andreas will be dropping a podium he got back at Brands Hatch's drop score. That sucks. That blows. Yeah, he will not be winning the championship. Theorolf is last hope. Let's see. They got 254.5 coming in today. 2nd place in this race nets him 85.5. And then his drop score would be 27.18. 2 points short. 2 points short. Stockmill takes it by 2 over Tobias.
Very nice.
297 to 295. All right. Well, that is all. We're gonna go watch some fights. Byron, do you have a final words?
Y'all go outside and read a book. To pee really bad.